Yo, hey, what's up guys? It is finally here. We are on the test server and we can see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And first of all, we're gonna take a look at the event dungeon. But I have to say, like, it feels amazing to have the Ninja Turtles in Raid Shadow Legends. To be honest, it feels from another world. What are we playing right now? It is crazy. But also the animation of him. He's like, yeah, I'm moving all day long. Nobody can stop me. I gotta party all day long. It's kind of a little bit over the top, but we gotta take a look at the event dungeon. That's the video about. I'm gonna show you all the ins and outs, but like always, it would be amazing if you press that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done already, to let the algorithm know that I exist. So, who do we have as boss? And you probably thought it already if you saw the leaks and all that. Then you saw, yes, we get the Ninja Turtles and the boss is Shredder. Amazing. Like, it feels really from another world. Like, yes, amazing. Like, he looks also really great. To be honest, it feels amazing. We'll talk about his kit and stuff in a second. How am I gonna start the video? I think we should talk about like what he has around him first, and then we're gonna take a look at the boss. So we got the Faction Guardian right next to Shredder. It is Shadowkin, of course, they are all Shadowkins, so all his passive and all that things they will trigger. So what do we have to suspect about him? It's gonna be a little bit crazy, and I think it's still a little bit overtuned overall, but yeah, you will see what I mean. I will explain you what is going on. So, he fills his turn meter every time we take a turn, every single champion, he gets 15%. That is kind of really annoying. Then he decreases our turn meter increase effect by a half. They are immune to turn meter decreases at all, like the whole team. And also he stacks up some damage if we do turn meter increase, that he kind of stops by halfway points and stuff. So that is really annoying. And if he gets a turn, he will put out a AoE decrease turn meter. And also a True Fear, and basically gets an extra turn because he gets his turn meter from us, and then afterwards he's gonna do this skill and it hits really hard. And yeah, so that's about him. He is annoying. He is the most annoying one in this whole section, I'm letting you know. We got Kyoko. The most annoying parts about her is the passive, where she gets, or the whole team gets decreased defense when she gets crit. It's not really so nice for us, but there's ways to handle it. I'm gonna show you a team that can do it, no problem. Then she also has the ally protection, block damage, so it is kind of hard to kill the minions when she already used her ally protection and got block damage and all that. This is also really kind of annoying. Decrease attack, HP burn and stuff like this. I think the rest of it is not so important. Shuzan, for everybody that does not know, increase defense and decrease speed. Extra turn on somebody is aimed. I actually don't know where she's aiming for. Maybe we figured it out in the video, but that's also kind of really annoying. So the team can go a lot of turns, but I guess you know what Shuzan is gonna do. And we got Harima. It is kind of fucked up because she will do a lot of, what's it called? Ignore defense reduction, like by half or something. What was it? And she got to provoke and all that, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, the most part is the ignore defense part, that you don't ignore that much defense anymore and all that. What are the teams that we cannot use? Because of Harima, a Seer team is really not that great. Like, there's a lot of things going on. You need more pumpiness than ever because of the Harima. A Son Wukong, even, what's his name, Siegfried. They will not work so great anymore. Sulfurion, HP burn explosion, they will not work anymore because the boss has this 1% thingy, like only 1% of the HP, and all those things won't really work because of that, like Harima, and then the boss effect by itself. But let's talk about the boss. What is he gonna actually do for us? Technically not too much. He is kind of nice, manageable. If you, let's start like this, if you do over 20% of his HP in one hit, then he will get a perfect veil. That will not trigger for me. I never triggered it at all because, yeah, like ally attack, for example, won't be that effective anymore. He gets like an evade and all that. That is really not that great for you. But what makes him kind of the same as the old event dungeon is the increase this champion's damage dealt by 15% for each dead ally. So it's kind of like the mythical one version that we had before. When you kill the minions, the damage will raise up. So that is kind of his effect. The perfect veil will never trigger for me. I never tried ally attacks. Here he's gonna attack, he will ignore some stuff and all that if he has perfect veil, some extra stuff. But that usually doesn't happen for me at all. So yeah, it should be okay. He's ignoring like block damage and shields. So there is, until now, it's kind of just damage. And here he puts out a leech. It is unresistible. If he has perfect veil, he will ignore some defense and all that, get like more HP and stuff. Still doable. It doesn't seem like something crazy. Like the boss by itself, just the damage when the allies are dead is increased, and so you can't just, yeah. Tanking will be a little bit harder, of course, when the minions are dead. And then he attacks 3 times and stuff. Like, he's attacking. So, what is the problem in his team? I have a little nice example. It is the faction guardian guy. We go in here. Wait, not auto. Wait. Now the effect is gone. Oh man, come on, stupid auto. So, wait, let me do it again. So, not auto. Okay. So what is the problem in here? It is the faction guardian guy. He will decrease our effects when we turn meter increase, and that will hurt us because you will see right now I will use a 10% turn meter increase and a 30%, and he got a turn. Now he stole our turn meter and took a second turn. That is really not great, but here, like, you will see what I mean in a second, because you will see that my Lydia is actually quite fast. Like, she is over 300, she is right there, 320, and then we got our Siffy also really fast, like even faster, and then we have our Lydia. What was the speed? 280 or something? Yeah, 285, and you can see by yourself, even if I do that much turn meter increase, I have no chance to go kind of first. I need to have more speeds than ever. Like 300 something into 270 Lydia or something does not work anymore. So the first thing is you gotta be faster to do a hit first. Like if you wanna do a seer setup or something, and you probably have to be like 300 speed on your seer. That is not really great. Let's be for real, that's not cool. So what is the next thing that you might think we can do in here? I thought, yay, that is the good part about the old event dungeon. We have a little bit more options. Let's say it like this, but we can control our enemies. How is that gonna work? Is that good? I put in Siffy for heals. I put in like Fabian, Armand, like the usual. I put in Chris, he's gonna be there for provoke. I just used him because he was built. And we got also our horse. He will also do a really useful stun. So what is gonna happen? I thought, hey, let's go for it. Maybe it is easier than the old event dungeon, but I'm gonna tell you right now, not really. Let's do a little bit on auto, because we want them to always be stunned, be provoked or something, and then we do just damage with our Marios, for example. Right here we got many of them, but keep in mind, for example, Armand does nothing. They are immune to turn meter decreases, so that is kind of not... Armand is nerfed as fuck in here. He just does half of his job. You can see we get somewhere. It is cool. But the damage that we still get, even with all these turn meter all this control stuff, is still not really there. And also, there was something else I wanted to say. Like, yeah, to be honest, yeah, the faction guardian guy, he is really hard to control because he gets 15% turn meter every time we take a turn. And that is quite often. And if he gets his turn, we are out. That was not successful. That is really like he gets his turn, he decreases our turn meter, then the other champions can do something. I put the skills on cooldown and everything. Like, let's do it again, because yeah, just so we can get a feeling about the we need to find a way, first of all, to how to manage all this. And first of all, go fast, kill them all is one of the options, and that quite is a little bit hard to do. And the second option is to control them. But even if you have a lot of control champs in here, they are really good. Even then, like Krisk also puts out something decreased speeds, because yeah, it helps you. And we get somewhere, but the defense part of your team needs to be still really high. My Siphi and my Chris, they are built really good on defense, for example. Marius, he is based on defense, and they still get a ton of damage. And all the healing that where do we actually get the healing? We need every turn almost like a full heal, and yeah, it's super specific to have a champion that probably does it for you. Like maybe there's a champion out there that does crazy healing, but will it help you? To be honest, not that crazy. And the bad news is I found a way to do it, but it's literally the old way that we did the old mythical. I did one team that was successful. Okay, I got another team like doing it sometimes, but we don't want teams that do it sometimes. We want more consistent teams. And yes, we kind of do the same that we did before in the old mythical thing. Why I think the event dungeon right before got nerfed, because they saw it's a little bit overtuned, and I give you also the impression that this one is also really overtuned. It's too much, even with the things that I have in here. Everything is a little bit harder to set up right now. It is harder to get to your champions because the turn meter decrease effect. Like if I have, what is my my seer right now? Please guys, it is totally overtuned. I cannot do anything about it. I got 292 on my seer to make her have a turn in the right way, or else I cannot do it. And that's what I mean. It's a little bit harder than usual because they seem to have more defense, more everything. Because of the Harima, we can just not blow them away anymore, and we need more extra stuff. So what we're gonna do is just blow them away with even more extra stuff, and I try to figure out some better teams later on that is really viable for us. And yeah, that's how it is. Like, I think they overshot it again. They learned about the difficulty, about the event dungeon, but didn't use it at this moment in time. So what is happening here? We're gonna do the blow up. Everybody is gonna die. Of course, the minions didn't die right now. That shouldn't be a problem for me right now because my Geomancer is really crazy. And everybody else of my team will die. And slowly we get the burns out there and all this. It is the same concept that we had before. I know that, and I don't like it. It seems to be really hard. Hopefully we find a better way with control or something. Even there's still the resistance part and the weak affinities, but I still hope that the community overall, like you guys out there, find something better than this, because that's the old way. Let's talk about the way, but what is better in here. Before, in the mythical dungeon, we had that stupid thing that the boss gained turn meter about something. I don't even remember, but the boss was way too fast for you because he got turn meter all the time. What is happening here is that we can use our regeneration set and our immortal set planned. We can go, boss, you take a turn, I take a turn. You take a turn, I take a turn. Of course, I have the golden elixir and all those things. My blessing is emergency heal and all that to get heals all the time. And since we go like 1-to-1, it is kind of nicer because sometimes even if the boss gets us under 50%, we have 25% HP left and we're like, oh no, we're gonna die next turn. You will take a turn and heal naturally by your regeneration set and all these things. So you have a chance to go over 50% again. And yeah, that is kind of nicer than before. This boss is a little bit easier than the mythical boss. Not by much. There are still some really hardcore trigger points in here where it's like, oh, when I use this and this and this, then this will happen, and too many things are going on right there. But this one is like the strategy with the golden elixir and stuff got a little bit easier because we can first of all plan our regenerations and stuff, and yeah, the boss just doesn't take so many turns that it might some point he just overruns us or something. So it is the same thing than before. Do I like it? No, really not. And even if that Kyuku right there survives. That shouldn't be a problem. The only guy that you kind of want to really take out is the Faction Guardian guy. He is annoying. He will do so much nastiness. The other people, they're not so. Like, if you get provoked from Harima, okay, whatever. If you get decreased speed or something from Shuzan, it's still annoying. It's not cool. But yeah, they're not so threatening like the teams that we had before in the Mythical Dungeon. So that one got better. You see it right there. It took a little bit longer. Let's try one more time. But we hope actually that the enemies get killed. All of them. Then it was a 1 minute. My best run was 1 minute and 4 seconds. But I think like my horse was surviving longer than usual and did a couple max HP hits and stuff. The horse basically isn't here to get the first stun on the Faction Guardian guy. Whatever team you want to do later, I give you the best tip right now. The Faction Guardian guy, to control him is a minimum. Yeah, we quite didn't kill too much. It will take a long time again. Yeah, okay, Shuzan, okay, I take it back. The block active skill is quite annoying. Yes, it is, but it even will work right now. Only the Faction Guardian guy is really annoying. Slowly we can kill them, the HP burns and all that. They will do the work, but it takes a long time. And I don't even think Wukong and the Siegfried things will work. When it works, you gotta have even a more pumpy Wukong, and it's kind of great. Yeah. Everything, I'm gonna show you the teams instead, but they're too crazy again, and I don't like it. But I found a way to do it. It's basically the old way, and yeah, just the old way is a little bit easier, or maybe I technically don't know, because my Geo is +4. He has 5-star blessing. I don't know the minimums. He has a +15 golden elixir, because that's what I have on the live server now. I saw that golden elixir being that great, I put it on 15. That's how I am. And yeah, you can see right here, it is kind of, it takes forever. We're gonna make a cut right here, like, nah, we're not gonna watch that. We're gonna take a look at the stats and everything. Again, they're really too crazy. And I kind of see if there's nothing really kind of easy cheese what we find or something. Like, tanking and using your Geomancer is too hard. You get too much damage. There's too much heals you need, too much defense and everything. The boss is gonna steal your buffs and all that. So that is the tanking way with a Geomancer, or Marius is not working. A really fast one. You need to be really fast now to do some stuff, and that's really not cool. So let's show you the stats and everything, so you kind of get a feeling what I'm talking about. So this dude, 265 speed, but he cannot be turn meter manipulated. Wait, did I even use him? Yeah, I used him. So he's kind of okay with all this turn meter stuff. He needs the accuracy because he needs to land the first stun. It will go on the Faction Guardian guy, and that is perfect. Maybe later on, whatever team you use, this is a really nice thing, because he will always put it on him. So, we got here our Siphi, 340 speed. You can see it already. It's like I showed you. We go in with Siphi, then Arbiter, and Lydia doesn't even get a turn. You know what I mean? And yeah, like the rest is kind of like, I want to be defense-wise. Like, I want to survive something. I have nothing in here, nothing too crazy in here, and nothing too crazy in here, because she just dies, basically. I thought about making her also in a regeneration set. You probably need to find something else that kind of gives you the buffs at the beginning and some turn meter and stuff, and then you should be fine. You can do God damn it, if I say you can do it right now, you probably can't, because if you... One big tip, if you couldn't do the old event dungeon, your seer blow up, don't even try now. For real, don't even try. So, we got Lydia. Probably I can do something better, but she was kind of geared like that already. And yeah, 285, and kind of defense based. No relic, no nothing right here. Okay, faultless defense, that helps a little bit. And not faultless defense, cruelty I mean. And yeah, masteries are like this. And yeah, oh no. Now guys, please don't go ham in the comments, okay? I'm trying to do minimum stuff. I'm trying to find like just a meteoric Geomancer with a really weak seer. I try to find something like that. It's just not working. And I never had a more pumpy Geomancer before. So yeah. So we got 95,000 HP, we got 4,000 defense, we got 278 speed, and of course the accuracy needs to be on point. I do not know the accuracy. I'm on the test server, I have no idea. And then I got the relic in there, and a plus 15. There are the gemstones. We do have a 5-star blessing. I don't know the minimum. So we have emergency here. And yeah, since we have emergency here, I highly recommend the blood shield ring or else. And that's the good part, you can go one by one with the boss. So you will always get that heal. If you don't put out the HP burn that decreases the damage anyway, you will get a heal about that one. This is kind of more straightforward, where you can just plan your action instead of the old event dungeon. So, and I got masteries like that, where I increase my heal capabilities and a little bit more HP. Maybe I should go on accuracy. I don't know yet, but yeah, for that. It's a juicy, like, that Geomancer was never built that well. And also steer, oh no. So, yeah. The speed probably can be a little bit lower because I let the enemies take a turn anyway. That isn't like, it doesn't have to be almost 300 speed, okay? And we got 354 crit damage. I think you need that. The Harima is so annoying that is kind of ridiculous. And I hope we find better teams. To be honest, I really hope. Like, they can't do that all the time where they give us new content. It's like crazy hard every time. You need like 6-star blessings and all that. This is too much. So yeah, I put accuracy on her because she also needs to remove the block damage from Kyoko. That is best. If she survives, it's not the end of the world, but way more buffs for our advantage from our enemies kind of helps. We got the cat's gaze on plus 15. That's what I have in the live server, so you should plus 15 your cat's gaze. No gemstones in there. I have a 6-star. I have crushing rent. And I barely can kill them. I barely can kill them. Like, isn't it? Oh, I don't know, Plarium. Like, I hope they learned about the event dungeon from the mythical one that we had before. And now they maybe haven't done all the data input and what they need to do in the company, but they know for the next content in like 2-3 months, it should be a little bit lower because that is kind of too crazy. It's the same concept as before. Get rid of the minions or else they will be so annoying and they do so much damage that you can't really survive. And then do it solo with like super cheesy, super endgame, super crazy gear, and yeah, I don't really like it. But that will be it. I showed you the dungeon, what it's about, what is going on, how you can handle it. Hopefully we find a better way. I will be on it. If you have anything, any teams where you're like, hey, Bronko, you need to know that. In the Discord, there will be a channel. It's called Event Dungeon. Post your stuff in there. Give some tips. We need the community right now. That is all the time. They release something crazy like this. And we as a community need to find some way to make it achievable for the most people. And I think we can all agree that we want it to be done from many people more than just probably 1, 2, 3%. And that wouldn't be really farming and enjoying the event dungeon. But yeah, that will be about it. Don't forget to press that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.